A very good morning to you. As you know that we are continue revising our chapters. So in our last class we have already completed chapter 3, that is human reproduction. We will study here the chapter 4 which is related to chapter 3, means human reproduction is related to chapter 4, that is reproductive health. Why we should know about reproductive health, why it is necessary for us. As you know that you are in the pre-reproductive phase and in future we will be reproduce and give birth to young ones. That's why you should also know about the reproductive health, its merits, its demerits, what is its bad effects on our country, on the economy of our country. So let's start. Reproductive health problem and strategies, means what are the problems of reproductive health, then what strategies can be adopted by us to control these reproductive health problems. Clear, students? So according to WHO, World Health Organization, it defines the reproductive health means total well-being in physical, physiological, behavioral, emotional and social aspects of reproduction. Means we can't force any female to reproduce. These are the aspects of reproductive health. So, as we know that India's population or the population of India is rapidly or exponentially growing. Means if you estimate or give the estimation, take the estimation, then from 1990 to 2020, there is 7 times growth of the population rate of our country when compared to other countries. During independence, the population of India is only 350 millions. But now it is crossed above 7.5, means up to 2011 I think 7.50 billion or 750 billion I think, I am not sure. So students, how can be this controlled? So let's understand this, what is reproductive problems. As I have told you, in our country many people have forced to their female partner or from their parents or relatives to give birth to a boy child. Means if the girl child takes birth, then they force and the female continuously reproduces, and due to which its health of the female get affected, and it also increases the maternal mortality rate and the infant mortality rate. But if we give proper education, sex education in the schools and colleges, and if we make them literal, literacy means here I am not taking about that the person who can sign in. Here I am telling about the lack of knowledge on sex education. That's why sex education must be provided to those peoples who are not so much aware about what is the consequences of population explosion. But still they are producing the numbers, they are increasing the number of population, like in a factory the produces the products. Clear? So how can we control these problems? What are different aspects? So students, nowadays for these different through different advertisements, they are aware about the demerits or the disadvantages or the problems that cause due to successive or continuous pregnancy. So the cases may be STD, means sexually transmitted disease, or any other venereal disease, or we can say that uterine cancer or any other cancer due to which the female looks 10 years more than its original age, as well as its abnormal death occurs. Here abnormal death means the death occurs before its original time. So this is due to the carelessness of our people or of our society. So how can we control it? We should give awareness, or we should create awareness among the people that how they should adopt different contraceptive methods to keep a gap between the children, and how can they control the population of India and make India economically developed country. Clear, students? So according to this, RCH. RCH means reproductive child health care. Clear? Reproductive and child health care. RCH. What is the full form of RCH? Reproductive and child health care. According to this, not only the government but also some non-governmental organizations, means NGOs, are working for it. They are traveling from village to village and through other advertisement, through newspapers, through televisions, they aware people that how to create awareness and how to use the different contraceptive methods to make a gap between the children and about the nuclear family or small family should be good in overall always, in always. So these are working in India. Clear, students? So that's why many other techniques or many other aspects also nowadays used, that abortions. If it is found that the female is going to give birth to a female child, then at that case what happened, the sex of the child is determined, means that is called as prenatal sex determination. Prenatal sex determination, it means before the birth of the child, the sex determination can be done. This is banned in India, one of which amniocentesis. Amniocentesis, you know about amniocentesis. According to this, that the amniotic cavity inside which the zygote grows, from amniotic cavity the liquid is taken, and from that liquid we are able to know that whether the zygote or the embryo will be a boy or a girl. Means that fluid contains the chromosomes. On that basis we can able to identify. But this has great effects on our society, due to which abortions or MTPs are increased, and also the killing of female foticides, means the girl child is killed inside the mother's body due to this technique. So amniocentesis is banned in India. As I have told you here, reproductive health problem, here I have told you what are the problems, how a female can affected due to continuous or successive pregnancy, and if continuous successive abortions also occur, and due to which the number of sex ratio in India also decreases, means the female child are less when compared to the male child, due to which our government uses many rules or can adopt many rules or laws to stop this. So one of them is amniocentesis. This is in your NCERT book, and most important, what is amniocentesis? Amniocentesis is the technique of sex determination by using the liquid of the amniotic cavity, from the amniotic cavity, that is based on the chromosomes, means whether the liquid contains XX or XY. It is banned, but still it is used for many beneficial uses. Suppose if the unborn child, means which is inside the mother's body, is either suffering from any disease like Down syndrome or Turner syndrome or hemophilia or any other genetical disease, in this case amniocentesis can be used, but it has a very misuse, that the detection of sex. Clear, students? So next is our strategies. Already I have discussed with you what are the strategies. We should give knowledge about sex education. We should aware the people through governmental and through non-governmental organization, and we should aware the couples that how a nuclear family gives all type of happiness. If the population increases in our family, then it will increase in the country, due to which population explosion occur. And as we know that we have no land to live in future, as the rate of population is exponentially increases, due to which we can't get enough space, we can't give good education, we can't give good food. So they are the demerits. That's why the strategies and the problems we have discussed here. The next topic is our population explosion and birth control. As we know that, what is explosion? Explosion means when anything that cross its limits. Suppose we are blowing a balloon and when excess air is put into it or enter into it, then the balloon gets exploded. So in that case, that is called explosion. Again, on the basis of air resource availability, the population of India is so high and its growth is also so high. That's why it is called as population explosion. So how can population explosion be controlled or prevented? As we know that in 1951, the first census means which is called your Janganana was done, and according to this, up to 2001, that every second, clear students, that means 1.7% per year in the rate. The population growth is around 1.7%. 1.7% means 17 per thousand. You think that now approximately 130 crore of population. India has 130 crore population. If per 1017 child are born, you can think what will be the situation in future. So the most important steps to control population growth is to motivate smaller families. Means the smaller families have all the happiness. They get good education, they get good food, good clothes. Clear students? And overall, they have all the benefits like your green cards. They get green cards, due to which other advantages also they are found. So what are the different birth control methods and what are other steps like raising of marriageable age in India? The male must be 21 years and the female 18 years. So this is the marriageable age. But before it or in the past, the marriageable age was not decided. Means in any age the female get married. Means the parents get married to their female child at any age, means 12, 13, whatever. But nowadays our government increases the marriageable age, that is from 21 to 18 years old. Clear students? So incentives given to couples with small families, which I have already discussed, that green cards means incentives, means some benefits which will not get those couples who have many children, but those couples will get who have a single child. Next, another step, that they should be follow some contraceptive methods. Means some less knowledge people or who have no knowledge about these things, about contraceptive methods, they should take the advice of doctor and should follow the contraceptive methods. So now we will discuss about different contraceptive methods. So contraceptive methods is of two types. One is natural and another is artificial. So let's see what are natural methods and what are artificial methods. Contraceptive methods. Contraceptive methods are of two types. One is natural and another is artificial. Clear students? So natural method is of three types. One is coitus interruptus. Another is lactational amenorrhea. And third one is coitus interruptus, second one is lactational amenorrhea, and third one is periodic abstinency. Periodic abstinency. Clear? Again, artificial methods also are of different types. They are like your barrier methods, oral contraceptives, IUDs, barrier, oral contraceptives, then IUDs, then valves, diaphragms, Many or methods are we can see in artificial method. So students, let's understand what are different type of artificial methods and natural. And the most important artificial method is surgical. And the surgical method is of two types. One is vasectomy and another is tubectomy. Clear? So let's understand what is the natural methods of contraception. As we know that contraception methods or contraceptive methods help the couples to reduce their family. So here natural methods means you without using any contraceptive pills, one can control the birth rate of their child. So one is coitus interruptus, means during coitus the sperm should not be put in the female body, that should be released out from the body. That is called coitus interruptus, due to which pregnancy not occurs. Next is lactational amenorrhea. Lactational amenorrhea means this is the intentional lactational period, that is up to 6 months. 6 months of intense lactational period. In that period, no ovulation occurs. Means if there is no ovum released, then how? If no ovum released, then no fertilization occur. If no fertilization occur, then no child will be formed. So this is lactational amenorrhea, means the ovum or ovulation not occur during the time period when the infant feeds on mother's milk up to 6 months. Means from parturition up to 6 months. Next is periodic abstinency. Periodic abstinency means this is the time period which have to followed by the couples. Means the coitus or mating should be avoided between the day 10 to 17. Coitus should be avoided. Coitus should be avoided. Why avoided? As we know that during this time period, as you have studied in menstrual cycle, that hormonal levels. In this time period, the hormonal levels of both LH, FSH and estrogen are in high level, due to which ovulation may occur, and if coitus occurs, then leads to fertilization. So if this period is avoided by the couples, then there will be no chance of pregnancy. So they are the natural method of contraceptives, but still they are not safe. Clear? Natural methods of contraceptives are not safe. That's why the best contraceptive methods are artificial method of contraception. Before I go to discuss about artificial contraceptive method, I want to tell you another thing, that according to Central Drug Research Institute, Lucknow, CDRI, Central Drug Research Institute, which is in Lucknow, it has developed a contraceptive pill called Saheli. It has many benefits, due to which this is called as an ideal contraceptive pill. This is an ideal contraceptive pill, or it can be said that once a week pill. Means this pill should be taken only once a week. It has less side effect. It can be easily available. So this is called an ideal contraceptive. This question come in 2 marks. Why? Or write the characters of an ideal contraceptive pill. So here you can write the contraceptive pill which is easily available, no side effect, reversible, no or less side effect, reversible is considered to be a good contraceptive pill. So here Saheli, which is discovered or prepared by the CDRI, Central Drug Research Institute, Lucknow, is the best contraceptive method or best contraceptive oral pill. That's why it is also called as once a week pill. Like other contraceptive pills, it is not taken regularly, it is taken only once a week. That's why it is called as once a week pill. So students, in our next class, we will discuss about artificial methods of contraception. For today, this is all about your topic.